everyone, and welcome to Thursday where we're going to do a share and review. And I've heard a request this week to look at Heartland Banking Group. So before I jump on and share my screen, just remember that this is educational purposes only. It is certainly not personalised advice or any recommendations or anything like that. If you're wanting to get personalised advice, then you will need to talk to your own professional. So let's jump on and have a look. Right, as you can see here, I've got Heartland Group up on the screen. And as you can see, we're in quite a big downtrend. If you just cast your eye, you can see that there's more red candles than green, which usually indicates that a share has been falling. And in fact, even if we look here, oh gosh, the last probably 6 or 7 weeks, every week has been down, which is a shame. If you look at this very last candle here, it's overshadowed by the volume. So there's a lot of volume and downward pressure. Okay, so it is certainly still in a downtrend. And the thing that I've found is a lot of people will often say that, oh, at some point it's got to rebound. Well, that can happen, but it can also keep tracking down. And I'm not one to try and pick markets or anything like that. If a share's in a downtrend like Heartland Group is, then it's something that I certainly want to stay away from. But what an indicator that we can put on, and I use it quite a bit, is the exponential moving average. Now, if you can actually change this to a 200 period one, again, I'll just change it to exponential. And that sort of gives you a rough idea of the overall trend of this share. And the reason I use 200 just to get an overall indication of the trend is because it's a very, very slow moving average. So in this example, it's 200 weeks. And as you can see there, we've got a gentle downward slope. So if I hold my cursor here, you can actually see that the moving average is slowly trending down. Okay. So that gives an indication as to the overall trend of the share. I'll just go on and change this and use my 30 period and also pop on the 15. Right, and as you can see here, that basically for this whole 2-year period, you've got a couple of spots. It's a little bit hard to see here, but back in sort of May 22, we had the moving averages cross ever so slightly. And then we also saw it cross to the upside also July last year, but it never really went anywhere. It just went sideways. And as you can see again now, it's been trending down. I'll just take this out to the 5 years. So, I mean, Heartland Bank or Heartland Group, they were a very good, strong performer. And I'm really not sure what's happened of late because I only look at the charts. I don't look at the fundamentals of the company. But as you can see, from November 2020 right up, I mean, it hit a high here of January 21. But ever since then, it's sort of been trending down, and you can see that the moving average has crossed to the downside about May 2022. So, that would have been a good point to have actually exited that share. Like I say, it then got really close and it exited down again. If I just take this back to the 1 year. Now, I did a little bit of research on Heartland Group before going on here because I do know that they do pay a very good dividend. So I went into just the NZX website and it will list all the companies that are traded on the main board for the stock exchange. And obviously Heartland Group's there. Heartland Group also make up the top 50 companies. So it is obviously a fairly big playing share. Now, what I looked up is the dividend yield because I did know that they paid a very good dividend, and according to the NZX, the New Zealand Stock Exchange website, they're paying about 13.2% per annum in a dividend, which is a great dividend. However, why I've gone and pulled up the yearly chart is because you can see here that 12 months ago, the share was trading at about $1.79. It's now trading at $1.21. So the value of this company has fallen by about 32%. So even if you're getting a dividend yield of about 13%, if you're losing about 32% in the value, then in my opinion, it's not something that I would want to go and invest in. If you're already holding this share, Gosh, I never recommend writing shares all the way down. I've done it right early in my career, and where I've written a share all the way down to zero, thinking it can't get any lower, and yes, it can. So it may be worth considering even hopping out whilst you've still got money available, or still got capital available in this. I mean, you might have lost 30% of the value of it, but at least you've still got 70% to play with that you could pop into something else that could then hopefully get you a return, okay, and start earning some of that money back. Because obviously, if you ride the share all the way down to zero, you're not going to stand any chance of earning that back. And like I alluded to, I've done that myself. And so money management is a very, very good tool and a very important tool, to be honest, when you are investing in the share market. I'll just stop sharing. I think that's enough probably on Heartland Group. So if you're actually looking for indicators to get you started as to where could be possibilities, I have set up a share trading signal site, and you will find the links in this video. And I'd love for you to come along and try it, see what you think. You're actually welcome to try it for 30 days. And every week I send out signals, and I will send out signals for the week, whether it's a buy or a sell. And then I'll also send out the updated closing prices of shares that we already hold within the portfolio as well. And again, this isn't giving you any advice. It's just narrowing down the selection as to the shares that I do look at. And in fact, all of these shares that we've currently got, I do have in my portfolio. So I'd love for you to come along, have a look, see what you think. And like I say, there's a 30-day free trial where you can actually see if this is for you or not. And there's certainly no obligation. So anyway, that's enough for this week. Have a great week ahead, or weekend now. We're getting close to that. And we'll come back and catch you next week. Thanks a lot.